Today I want to introduce Citadel Firewall, an application-based firewall for Windows 10 and 11. Before I show this firewall in action, I want to explain the security principle it's based on. Let's say we have a PC, and we have a goal to protect this PC from private data leakage to the internet. Private data such as mouse movements, opened windows, file system directory listings, clipboard context, network connection history, installed software inventory, hardware identifiers, behavioral patterns. What would be the most safe and efficient way to preserve user confidentiality on this PC? The obvious solution would be to disconnect this PC from the internet completely. If your PC doesn't have internet, it cannot leak data to the internet. Citadel Firewall is a translation of this physical protection principle into the digital world of software. It provides the tool to disconnect any specific program from the internet, therefore completely closing the gate to PC data leakage through that particular app. Now let's see how Citadel works in practice. The program is already installed and has a shortcut on the desktop. Let's open it. After a fresh installation, the firewall is turned off. Let's turn it on. Immediately the program started collecting network requests from your PC. We have the option to allow or block internet connection for each specific app. The decision remains permanent until you manually change it later. Let's test a typical scenario. Open any browser, let's say Edge. Citadel catches this request and asks you about permission for this browser. Let's block it. Now let's test if this browser lost internet access. Type test1 in the search bar. We see that the internet is blocked. Now let's unblock it. Find Edge in the list of blocked programs and move it to the allowed list. Open the browser again and type test2 in the search bar. We see that the internet for Edge is now unblocked. This is the core principle of Citadel Firewall. After a month of using this program, I have 7 programs in the allowed list and 47 in the blocked list. For each user, these numbers will be specific based on their preferences. Important note, I am not saying that programs in my blocked list are leaking your private data. I am also not saying they are not doing that. What I am saying is that when they have uncontrolled access to the internet, they have the ability to leak private data. Example 1. Let's say you installed a third-party Ultimate Calculator 2000 on your PC, and when you are using it, it tries to access the internet. The key question is, what for? Maybe it tries to get updates, maybe something else. If the logic of the program does not require internet access, then why should you allow it? Does this app need the internet to sum 2 and 2? No. This explains the scope of programs that by design should never have internet access. Example 2. Prevention. Let's say you didn't block internet for Ultimate Calculator 2000. A few years later, it auto-updates itself like every app does. And after that, it starts sending 10 megabytes of data daily to the internet. You wouldn't even notice. Only later you will find out that the owner of this calculator changed its company policy and now requires daily telemetry data from its users. To prevent unnecessary future scenarios, you simply block internet access for all apps that by design should work strictly locally. Different strategies. As I said at the start, what apps you block or allow is your own decision. Some will allow 95% of the apps on their PC and block 5%. Some, like me, will block 95% and allow 5%. Citadel Firewall's goal is to give you a dashboard to make those decisions, which in the default OS setup are hidden from you. Speaking for myself, I decided to integrate the Citadel Firewall app into my daily PC workflow. for many reasons, listed and unlisted here. Let's see how we can prolong the usage of Citadel from 14 trial days to forever. Open the About window in the app and click the Buy License button. Let's go through the purchase process. Click the button on the website. Fill in your card details on the checkout form. Click Checkout. On the final thank you page, your license key will be shown. It will also be sent to your email along with the invoice. Now copy this key. Return to Citadel Firewall and click the Enter License Key button. Fill in the two fields, the email you used during checkout, and paste the license key into the corresponding field. Then click OK. Note, the verification process requires an active internet connection. Make sure your internet is working. Citadel will also prompt you to allow internet access to itself. Simply allow it. You can remove this permission later if you want. If the entered credentials are valid, you will be informed that your program is activated. Close the About window and reopen it. The license field will now show your license name. Now you have the key to lock the gates to your own digital castle. Thank you for your time and attention.